Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Good. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On now, Tucker McCann.
For the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. On first down, it's Moore. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, Tua. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
1st and 10 at the Dolphins' 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And his throw here is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel, when they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 6-0 our score after 1.
Dolphins, nothing.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, it's Tua. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in it. And that's caught inside the 30.
He's going to make everything happen.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
3 plays and out.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 34. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Incomplete.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Rhodes. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Dolphins nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Beckham Jr.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Dolphin first
The
down.
throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be caught. That's all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Dolphins nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Judy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's the backup Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
Winston now. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Working out of the gun, Winston. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. To throw again, Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Broncos 34, Dolphins nothing. Bradley Pinion set to
now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Moore, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Winston. Open man is Ross, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
31-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. 4th down, Winston. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, John Ross. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On second down, Winston again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, Winston. Going for the deep ball. And, oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rhodes. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Rhodes. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they will take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Broncos, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.